Hey guys, let me just get set up here. Can't wait to hear this. I am so upset. Alright, we gotta turn that off because I cannot hear myself. There we go. Alright guys, so I wanted to edit in a video about the situation, but I'm so disgusted with everything that I'm seeing that I don't think I want to add editing quality to a video in regards to the situation, because it's been a very difficult situation for me to discuss because of some certain things that have happened in my life, which I'm not going to go into detail about because it involves a lot of other people. You know, it's the whole situation with Jeffree, no fucking stars, is that, you know, they are trying to protect money. This whole shit's about money, and no one's discussing that. We're trying to keep it on the path of victims, and we're trying to help the victims' voices be heard. But what we're not doing, what we're not focusing on, is how two individuals are grifting off this whole entire situation, and that is, of course, Chris Hansen, and of course, Jeffree Star with his brands and whatnot. And the whole entire conversation, or the entire issue, is just disgusting to me. It's just disgusting. And, you know, it wasn't an interview. It wasn't an interview. It was a conversation. The conversation netted over $1,000 in donations. People kept donating. There was one individual that kept like donating like $100 per question. And I'm like, she was donating like, you know, some serious cash to this interview, which wasn't an interview. It was a conversation, and it was really, really, really disgusting. And I wanted to say some things in regards to that interview. Let me just pull up some items here. Well, I'm going to do it this way. Before we get started, before I start dragging people online, because I'm highly upset of this fake ass interview that happened, and it was to profit people's pockets, and it was a stunt and a show. And I'm tired of people defending Chris Hansen as well. A couple of months ago, DC Media did a video on Chris Hansen, and so did I. And it was funny because we were both editing our videos at the same time. And I told her about my video, and she mentioned she was going to upload a video also about the situation in regards to Chris Hansen not really adding any value to these situations. And, you know, I got a lot of hate on that video in regards to me combating or criticizing Chris Hansen and the Onision conversations that were happening on his channel, especially from the perspective of him. Especially from the perspective of him going out to Washington State, knowing that he did not have an interview to interview him set or scheduled, and then showing up at his house, scaring the family members, scaring the friends, creating a ruckus, having the police called and lawyers involved. There was just a lot of wasted money. There was a lot of wasted time that could have been better gone forward towards the victims, and having those victims have his platform to announce what has been occurring with the Onision case. And we see the same bullshit that's happening here right now with the Davi situation. And, you know, let me get some things out the way first. He didn't ask any questions he didn't ask any questions in regards to, you know, what people wanted him to ask him, you know? And I apologize if I'm missing any comments right now on this. But he didn't ask Jeffree Star any questions. The first question I would ask Jeffree Star is, why didn't you utilize your platform for this issue, given that a billion people are adding you on Twitter every day and commenting on your videos every day? Like, why are you not answering questions on your channel? Your channel has 18 million subscribers. You had no problem dragging James Charles in May of 2019 on false premises, lies, slander, and defamation with you and Tati Westbrook. And I call her Tati Westbrook because only broken people hurt people. And no one, and y'all, some of y'all have out there in the social media space have completely supported Tati and her brand and her dumbass vitamins and her makeup and whatnot after what she did with James Charles. And I find it quite utterly disgusting that you guys did that. I'm not saying that my subscribers did that, but the people out there in the social media world did that. And I find it really, really disgusting that Tati has, you know, ran away with this home run free without any accountability, if that were to say. And so has Jeffree Star. There's no such thing as dragging someone over the internet over laws and then not being held accountable for it or not answering to it, especially when you have a platform of 17 million plus people watching on a daily basis. Additionally, if you wanted to give voice to the victims of this Davy situation, you would have spoke about it on your channel. You have been sitting at your home. You have been sitting at your home in your mansion, and you have done absolutely nothing. Everybody's under quarantine. It isn't like you don't have time, because you have time because your nails are freshly done, your hair is nicely done, and you've been doing a lot of Snapchatting on a daily basis. So you have time to post something on your social media in regards to the situation as a statement. You know, it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. And people always come after me, and I think people always come after me. Oh, thanks, Shelby, for reading my comments, you snake. Thanks for the snap. Thank you for the donation. I'm sorry, I'm really drained about this. I'm really drained about this because it hurts. It hurts. You know, he has a platform that he has underutilized in regards to the James Charles situation, and especially this situation. And it's just, hi Rox, and it's just disgusting. Like, how dare you drag James Charles on lies and defame him and slander him, and you utilize your platform to take him down or attempt to take him down, but sis handed you a slap. James Charles basically took that ass and handled him very, 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 very well. And I find it disgusting that he has not utilized his platform for something that he believes so strongly in. He believes so strongly in, right? He said on the Hansen interview, or the Hansen conversation, it's called the Hansen conversation. He said on the Hansen conversation that, oh, I feel so strongly about this, and people think this about me, and they're trying to make something that it is not. But then why not utilize your platform to announce those grievances that have 18 million plus people? Because you had no problem dragging James Charles on that platform in order to hurt him, in which came out to be nothing but a bunch of lies. You both, Tati Westbrook and Jeffree No Stars, did that, and I find it disgusting. So a little bit about this situation that you guys may not know about is that I didn't know who the hell Jeffree Star was until about the end of January. I'm sorry, the end of 2018, I believe it was like December. I think it's that time that they were, Shane Dawson was about to release like a series on him, his stupid ass documentary on this fool. And, you know, I was like, oh my God, I was like, cool, look, this is a gay guy, he's non-binary, he dresses and wears makeup, he doesn't give a damn. He's also, you know, running a successful company. And I was like, oh my God, it's super inspiring, super, super cool. And that's how I became intertwined, or got to know Jeffree Star in that regard. So and then so I got to know Jeffree Star in that regards through the Shane documentary and series. Sorry, I keep looking at the comments. I gotta say something here. and when I got to know him, Jeffree Star, through Shane's documentary, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, cool, hell yeah, gay man, non-binary, doing shit, making money. It's going to be a cool ally to have in the business community and also the makeup community and social media and so forth, right? And I was quickly disappointed. I found out about his past, regarding the racism, as well as the other things that have keep coming out over and over again. And I decided to, like, okay, I'm not going to really talk about it. I'm not going to really I'm not going to really talk about this, and then I'm not going to pay attention to this. I was not here. I'm not going to judge the person on his past, but I will judge him on what he did to. I will judge him on what he did to James Charles, which really, really was the last straw for me on that situation. It was really the last straw in regards to me having any likability towards Jeffree Star. In regards to the collaboration with Shane Dawson, I kind of wanted to support Shane Dawson in that cool collaboration. Luckily, I did not. And now that I know that this is a continuing collaboration with Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, I will not utilize a penny of my money in that collaboration. I will not be buying anything from them, because that money goes towards Jeffree Star's pockets a lot also. Anyway, so back to the whole situation with Chris no interviews Hansen, and Jeffree no stars. This was a media ploy for Jeffree Star. This is to protect Jeffree Star's brand. That's what Jeffree Star's goal was, to protect his brand. It wasn't about the victims, because if it was about the victims, certain questions would have been asked, approved, and answered. But none of that happened. So this is a public relations thing. That's all it was. It's not about the victims. He pretended to be passionate about the victims in the interview, and you can pretend and you can say how you feel, but I'm the kind of person, I don't judge people on what they say. I judge people on what they do, and if they're not doing it, I don't believe you. Simply put. In regards to Chris Hansen, the interview was not about the victims as well. Chris Hansen is more concerned about the AdSense money. I think that's one of his most viewed live streams ever. I mean, it had over 40,000 people, I believe, on that live stream at one time. The donations were skyrocketed on that live stream. People felt so passionately about this interview, and when they noticed the questions were not being asked, they started they started donating money in order to ask their questions and make sure that it's visible. And you saw Jeffree no stars over there on camera, and you saw his eyes moving, and he was reading the comments, and he's trying to remain without emotion, but you can see that there was some emotion there, and that emotion was like, oh shit, people are asking me some serious questions, and I'm not going to answer them. Like, you didn't, but he read them. And I was one of the people to ask him a question. And I'm very proud that I spent 50 whole American dollars on this. And because I was like, bitch, you blocked me on Twitter. I'm going to make sure you see me again. And I'm going to, tell you how I feel, and I'm going to ask you this question. So I asked them this question on the live chat, and it basically says, you called James Charles a predator, took it back, just as you did Davi. Why? Why not use your platform to discuss this, given it's a larger reach? And I saw his face when he read it, and he was like reading again and remained silent, trying to reduce his emotions. But I knew Jeffree no stars burned up at those people asking questions and paying money and donations to him, and it was just sad. This is not about the victims. This is a show. And the fact that Chris Hansen is going to continue this show and not ask the important questions, not ask the vital questions in order to get answers and stick up for these victims that are out there. It's really disgusting to me. It's so disgusting. But I come from a world, and you guys have to understand this, I'm not speaking out of my ass here. I come from a world where it's nothing but money. I come from the financial industry, and I've seen it time and time again. When I was 18, I went into financial industry because I was like, oh, this is an industry I can help people. This is an industry I can add value to someone's life. And quickly I realized that it was an industry that wasn't about you nor your clients, but about the shareholders and people that are way beyond other things. So when people what time is it? 7 o'clock. If you hear bullhorns or you hear people screaming and cheering, it's 7 o'clock. We're cheering our essential service people and employees out here in New York City. So you'll hear a lot of whistles and whatnot. So I apologize for that. But we got to support the essential staff during these crazy times. That being said, this isn't about the victims, guys. And I highly suggest you start supporting smaller YouTube channels that are interviewing people, that are putting the word out there and giving a voice to, giving a voice to those victims. The smaller YouTube channels that are out there giving a voice to those victims are the channels you guys need to be supporting on this topic, because they're doing a great job and they're asking the important questions, okay? And this to me is nothing but about the money. So give me a second. I'm gonna read the comments since we're cheering here. Do y'all hear it? Shelby is temporarily banned from Twitter for some awkward reason. Another disgusting situation. And then let's not forget, hey, Pallets and Pugs. Hey, Rocks, how are ya? I believe I saw You Live and You Learn. Hey, Truth Sleuth. What's up, mama? Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm going to read some comments and respond right now because we have some cheering in the background. So, and I want to pull up some notes as well. Hey, Mrs. Smart, how are you? Nice seeing you. Yeah, he'll speak. I just want to know when he'll speak about Damien. Yeah, it was a great opportunity to ask Jeffree Star. Damien / I believe it's Jesse Slaughter is pronounced like the username. That was a great question. It's been beaten around on social media for him to ask Jeffree Star, and he didn't. A lot of questions that people posed for the interview were not even presented. It's just been crazy. So someone on Twitter said everything Jeffree is criticizing about cancel culture is something Jeffree can be criticized for when it came to Dramageddon 2. This interview is garbage, mama. And that came from Jake Onse TV, and I totally agreed by that. Jeffree Star loves canceling people, but he doesn't like defending victims in which were victimized in situations in which he was present in that scene or around those individuals. He has tweeted about seeing things, but has not come forth on camera and discussed them. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Shelby, I don't know how to get the link. I'm on StreamYard, but I don't know how to get the link. So another thing that I wanted to mention is, let me go back to my notes. A lot of questions that Chris No Interviews Hansen stated was, he started the interview with the tone of, oh, I'm here to listen to you, Jeffree. I'm here to listen to you. No, you're not. You're not here to listen to Jeffree. Because if we wanted to listen to Jeffree, Jeffree has a platform of 18 million people plus, in-home studio, professional lighting, and people to assist him get the message out there. We don't need Chris Hansen to do that, right? And this pulls me back into when Gail, they all still honking out there. It's 7:04. This pulls me back into when Gail interviewed R. Kelly, Gail didn't hold back, right? You didn't see Gail holding back. Gail, when she interviewed R. Kelly, she she put it on him. She asked him some difficult questions. She, got him emotionally activated. And I'm sure that wasn't her point, but it did. And we didn't get that from, Chris Hansen's no interviews on it. So Hello Drew says, the crazy thing is his stands don't even buy his merchandise. They're too broke. All his comments you see, I love Jeffree, but I can't afford to buy any. A lot of people do buy his stuff. I mean, he makes over $40 million yearly gross with the Shane Dawson collaboration. I'm more than confident that he's in the 60s to 70 millions now, and I'm sure if nothing happens to the brand, both personal brand of his and the cosmetics brand, he'll be in about 2 years around 100 million if he continues on track to this. Overall, he's a business genius, but he doesn't give a damn about nobody's victims. He can pretend he does, but I don't think he does, because if he does, he knew the questions that were being circulated online. He knew about the videos that were being circulated online, and he didn't answer none of those questions. Now I don't know why. I can only speculate and be alleged as to why he didn't answer those questions that I know he's seen online. Like the gentleman is not an idiot, but I don't see a legality issue with him answering those questions online, given that he was not a participant in doing harm to those victims. If he was a first point of view, in-person point of view, it's different. He should be supporting those victims and giving the information, at least to the police and the FBI or the investigators on it. But having a platform and dragging James Charles on a bullshit ass lie with Tati Westbrook, because only broke people, only people that are broke on the inside hurt people, and that's what she did and he did. Did it across over 17 million people, because her platform has around 2 million or so, I think. And he had 17 million around that time. So we're around 19 million people viewed that slander on James Charles. He was very passionate about the slander on James Charles. He was very passionate on taking James Charles down, but you're not passionate about helping. You're not passionate about helping the victims. Like, I don't get it. I do not get that at all, as to why he can't get on his own channel and have a conversation with his subscribers, supporters, customers, and so forth. I just don't get it at all. All right, let me read some comments here. Because I need a agua break, because this whole topic has got me really, really sad. Shane will do a documentary, and Shane will not do a documentary at all. Look at the trash Trisha is, and Shane stays silent. Shelby goes, enough of this fraudulence. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, honey? I gave you plenty of FaceTime earlier. I even gave you some smooches. I know I'm missing some things. Let me check my notes again. Oh yeah, Jeffree now goes, and I kid you not, it's scary how sometimes nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. It's scary how sometimes nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. Sis, what was May 19, 2019? What was James Charles' lie? So you know that, but you can't go on your own channel and speak up for the victims and provide your point of view. But you say Davi should be in a jail with no lights and cement and all this other, very extravagant wording for emotional wording to impact your soul as a viewer and as a person that's consuming that interview. You say that for all that so people believe you. Like, no, honey, no, this is not how this works. This is not how this works. And I'm sick and tired of seeing, like, I know everybody has to make a living. But at the same rate, Chris Hansen, you're not doing investigative work. This is not investigative work. You're a pussy. You are scared of interviewing people that you're just scared. Like you're a little bit of scared to ask those troubling questions, and I just don't get that. Yeah, Jeffree has lied a lot of times, and he's been caught. He's been caught. The tweets say it. There's proof out there. There's concrete proof. It's not photoshopped. He lied to Petty Page. He lied to Petty Page. Oh, Shelby. And I think this really blew up. This really blew up when Petty Page released those DMs and said, "Hey, this isn't right. You're lying to me. You're gaslighting me," and so forth. Yeah. So let me read some more comments. Where did you get 75 viewers? I have almost 2,000 subscribers. Many have left me, but it's okay. They'll come back one day. Because it's really draining doing drama videos. You guys don't know, like my eyes are teared up right now because I'm just emotionally like drained by this whole entire situation. It's really depressing. It's really depressing that we have so many people. We have so many people more concerned about financial gain in this whole entire situation. We don't have people that are concerned about the truth. We don't have people that are concerned about the victims. We have a lot of people that are concerned about financial gains, financial protections, and that's what we are seeing here today. That's what we have been seeing plastered across social media in regards to both of these individuals, Chris Hansen with Onision and now Jeffree Star, and Jeffree Star overall with his Twitter bullshit that's been happening over and over again. So this lady, that lady, she kept sending $100. She kept sending $100. Sorry. So there's someone called Van Luke 7. And she kept sending $100 of donations. I think she sent maybe like $300 because she was trying to get a question asked. And she said, "What about the tweet Jeffree made in 2010 stating that he witnessed Davi being inappropriate with minors? So was that tweet a lie then? Sorry, I'm confused." She's right. He tweeted it out. It's been documented. Marissa K donated a smaller portion to the live stream of Chris Hansen. He said, "Chris, you're failing these girls." And many other people were in the comment section saying, "Hey, you're failing these victims again. Like this is ridiculous, Jesse Damon went live on Instagram, but I missed it. I'll check it out later. I'm sure it's going to be documented. Yeah, so and even DC Media Girl, make sure you check out that channel. She's been calling out Chris Hansen forever in her lives as well. Even DC Media Girl has stated some things in regards to him being a grifter and only doing this for the money, that it's not for the victims, and it's quite sad. I'm tired of Jeffree Star's bullshit on a lot of situations. It's just not right at all on it. Anyways, let's take some questions now because I'm a little bit tired. And I have the window open because it's hot today. Yeah, DC Media Girl makes extraordinary videos. She has a lot of insight, but she has also a lot of experience in life where she can add a lot of value to those topics. No, Dev N says no one is going to stay silent to get the palette they didn't even use. Oh, thank you, Dev. That reminds me. Excuse me 1 second. Let me just. This light is hot. That reminds me. How dare you? How dare you, Jeffree No Stars, come for the drama channels because you're upset. Because you're upset that they are not sticking up for you. That they're more interested about the money. They're more interested about the money. How disgusting. How disgusting for him to say that. Like, just because you send someone a dusty palette, this is conspiracy on it, and you're trying to get them to be on your side, and you're trying to bribe them, because that's what those things are. They're bribes. They're bribes. Those palettes, those PR gifts were bribes. The drama channels, in order to speak good about him. Like, how dare him to start taking drama channels down. In regards to that, how he basically threw drama channels under the bus, saying that, oh, they're only doing this for the money. Now, I don't consider myself a drama channel. I'm a commentary channel, and then I do some reacts too. I prefer to do the fun stuff, the happy, funny stuff, not the deep stuff, because this takes a lot of energy and a lot of emotional drain comes out of you doing these types of videos. But it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how you would throw drama channels under the bus that you've been kissing their asses for a very long time. Very, very long time. And I'm curious to see how some of them react to those comments, and as well to the situation that now Jeffree has said what he said, but also done, and the things that he has done, and it's been documented. So I'm very, very curious on how the drama channels are going to react to that. I'm already more than positive that Petty Page will continue speaking up and out about it. She does very well. She does great research, and she wasn't letting him gaslight her or lie to her. She really cracked it up on there. She did not let it slip. She did not go soft on him on her last video. But the audacity for him to say that, it's done in poor taste. He's done in very poor taste. Jeffree truly believes that because he paid for those drama channels, he's owed something, aka their silence. No, no, no. He's not owed. He's not owed anything. They don't owe him anything. Those are platforms that they built themselves, whatever way they built them, and he doesn't owe them. They don't owe him a damn thing. And it's just sad. It's sad that he threw them under the bus after they did a lot of stories that didn't really hurt him, and kind of were soft on him. Oh, another thing is that let's not forget when Jeffree Star manipulated T-Spill and Hair for the Tea. I think it was Hair for the Tea. Was it Hair for the Tea? I might have that second part wrong. But I believe T-Spill and Hair for the Tea were doing a joint documentary on Jaclyn Hill, and then Jeffree Star pretended he didn't know that Hair for the Tea was involved in it, and then made it seem as if Jaclyn Hill was going to commit self-harm. So then they stopped the documentary because they're like, oh, if this is going to affect someone's mental health, let's not really profit off of this and get views off of it. And Jeffree Star basically manipulated T-Spill and also Hair for the Tea in regards to stop making that documentary on Jaclyn Hill, which I find very ironic because Jaclyn Hill is very tied into Morphe as he is as well, I believe, right? With his business connections. Hey, you live. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Rox. So, I tell you, that's a whole hot ass mess there as well. Whole entire mess there as well. Like, he's a master manipulator. Like we always use that master manipulator conversation when we're discussing smaller creators in the under 100,000, under 300,000 followers. But Jeffree Star is a master manipulator. Shelby, hold on one second. Yes. I'm on a live. I'm about to hang up. I'm on a live. You know this. I couldn't help it. I was under a speech. This is Sheldon. Anyways, they're laughing in the chat. So I want to know, are there any other opinions out there in regards to Jeffree? Did I miss something? Because I think I missed a couple of good points. I didn't have time to write all of them down, but I think I wrote the majority of them down. Well, send me. We'll go live on your channel. Well, send me direction to send you a link then. I didn't do it last time.
Yes, we went live on your channel last time.
Well, how did I do that?
On the page where StreamYard is, where you went live on StreamYard.
Yeah, but I don't see anything.
There's going to be an option to invite somebody. You should already be able to invite me because you've already done it. You just need to find the link.
Well, why don't you use the link that I sent you last time?
That isn't how that works. It's a new link.
Well, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let me see. I really don't know how to do it.
She's a businesswoman.
Anyways, let's see what the conversation says. There's so much to sum up. Which is brew? Send me the info, and I'll let you bring you on.
Send me the link.
You send me how to get the link. I don't know how to get the link. I really don't.
It's on the page that you're on live.
Yes.
Oh, invite.
All right, bye. Sheldon will be joining us because I think we need to laugh a little bit after this live stream being so heavy. It's just ridiculous that, you know, it was a fake interview. I just want to state one more time that Chris Hansen is not an investigative reporter. Chris Hansen is not an investigative reporter. He is a YouTuber, okay, guys? He is a YouTuber. And I know smaller YouTubers that have added more value to investigations and conspiracies out here and troublesome things that have happened out here that does not even, you know, comprehend or even go in favor of that much of Chris Hansen, that he's never done that before. It's very, very, very frustrating. Yeah, I lost when Chris Hansen did Onision thing, and I started noticing the BS with it. When Chris Hansen started doing the BS with Onision, it was I started noticing a trend with him, and that it was getting nowhere. Lori said, "Why do I look annoyed at Shelby?" Oh, Shelby's here. Hey, Sheldon.
Oh, there she is.
Your eyes are very blue today.
Yeah, well, let's get back to that in a second. So you're telling me when I told you that I wanted to go live together, you decided to just
I forgot.
We just got off the phone 10 minutes ago.
You know I'm slow. I'm hot.
Snake. You're a snake.
What are your opinions on the interview? Did you watch it?
I watched some of it. I left some comments in the live chat.
Great.
I said the same.
Let me know your interviews while I crack this window open because I'm burning up.
I'm going to give y'all my opinion in a second, but I'm going to give y'all my opinion on this snake first because he wants to sit over here. Wants to sit over here being sneaky. I don't know. What are we talking about? Jeffree Star? I don't like Jeffree Star.
Did you share your opinions on the interview?
I told everybody you were a snake. My opinion on the interview is that I think he's treating this situation very similar to the way he treated James Charles. He makes these accusations, except for I actually think Davi is a predator, and I don't believe that James Charles is a predator at all. I think Jeffree and Tati fake Brooke made that up, and whenever they were called to give actual facts and evidence of his predatorial behavior, they couldn't do so, so then they stepped away because the fire got a little too hot. And I think the same thing happened with this.
Yeah, I don't think the fire...
I think he made accusations that he didn't have proof of, and so he decided to start backtracking, and you know, everything with Jeffree Star to me is just money, money, money. If he's profiting off of something,
But so is Chris Hansen.
same, yeah, same.
Yeah, so is Chris Hansen. Can you lower your volume a little bit more because I'm getting feedback?
Hello, everyone. Hello to all my fans. I'm so glad that y'all could be here with us today on this beautiful day. And it's a beautiful day. I just got back to Austin. I need to pack a bag and head back to Houston.
Yes. It's a beautiful day there, but it's rainy and cold here.
Just like your heart and soul, because you're sneaky.
Yes. So
yes. But
I
yes,
really
I think it was. I think it was all bullshit. The interview seemed fake. It seemed staged. It sounded like they were reading a script. Jeffree Star can't tell the truth to save his life. Y'all know my thoughts on him. I've done videos on him. He has me blocked on Twitter because he don't like what I have to say.
You know, the funny thing about that situation, about his blocking habits, is that he blocked me a couple months ago, but I had him on mute already. And that means I was not interacting with any of his posts, not liking them or nothing, not even talking about him. And he blocked me for no reason. I was like,
yeah, him and Tati both have me blocked, actually.
oh, she has yet to block me, and I add her more than I ever added Jeffree.
I know. I want one person to unblock me right now, and that's Petty Page, because I'm really starting to come around to her, and I really like her new content that she's putting out. I do follow her. I guess it's like her OnlyFans style Twitter, and she looks stunning, and the photos are
I love
everything.
it. I love it.
Those promotional.
She was like,
oh, stunning.
I said, take it home, mama. Take it home.
Yeah.
I was like, take all my money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She looks stunning in those photos.
Yeah, I would just like, you know, if you're viewing her videos and whatnot, like send her a message on there on YouTube, put a comment down.
Yeah.
I'll try to talk to her whenever I get a chance.
I want her to unblock me because yeah, I don't know. I'm just starting new things.
So, you know. I want to know, besides the main things of this interview.
Yeah.
The interviews are about money, public relations, and saving face. We have, of course, Chris Hansen here trying to make money off of AdSense, and then we have Jeffree Star pretending he cares about the victims and doesn't lend his voice really to the victims nor his platform. There's some other themes in there also that I think we're missing. Do you have headphones?
Well, I have a few problems with what Jeffree's done. Just in like the sense of hold on, let me turn on some lights. Hi, mamas, what are you doing? Chanel said that she needs to speak to you soon.
Chanel!
She's not happy with you.
I'm really disappointed that he did not ask any hard questions at all.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a bunch of BS, you know. That's what it felt like to me. And I also don't like what Jeffree's doing to these victims, you know. He spoke on it years ago, and now he's kind of backtracking and making it seem like, oh, I didn't really know anything. I didn't know if anything illegal was going on. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. Because now he's good, you know, and now he doesn't care about anyone. He could care less about people in general. I mean, you know, unless would
it be offensive to speculate that if his brand was not as big as it is now, let's say if it was developing a starter brand and he's the face and social media celebrity off of it, that he would utilize the situation to give a voice to the victims for that publicity, you know?
Brand, but he doesn't need that anymore. I mean, you said it earlier. He's pulling in, you know, over probably $20 million a year.
Well, not gross. Maybe I think he's pulling like maybe 20 million net in his pocket.
The same dollar. No.
Well, Shane Dawson at least made 10 million net off of that, which means that he would have to make at least 8 million off of that, which means they did 30 million plus on that collab or more.
That's fucking ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, I think I don't like him. I don't like him.
Yeah, I think he's a disgrace.
Chance after chance.
Yeah, I think he's a disgrace. And I'm saddened that I can't support someone in my own community. It's always hard for me to do that, but sometimes I have to have morals.
What community is he?
The LGBTQ plus community.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the "Don't Call Me Queen" community. I got a little confused for a second.
Don't get me started on that. That's not the topic today. And
I'm here in my multi-million-dollar mansion that you bought me.
I'm buying nobody nothing.
Oh, he's lying to you, everyone. Vice versa paid for this. He's the reason that I have it all. So
a lot of square footage in Texas. Open floor plan, granite. Must be nice. Very nice. Very nice. Lots of money. YouTube must be giving you a lot of money.
I'm not doing bad.
But to mention about money, and Jeffree Star's comment, he goes, "Oh, and the drama channels profit off it." There's a lot of drama channels that are making $2 a CPM and only getting 3,000 views. So that's $6. Like, please, sir, please.
Can I link my OnlyFans in this video?
Absolutely not. This video is a serious topic.
Yeah, no, it actually is a serious topic. I'm not trying to joke about things. It actually is. And it makes me sad because I feel like, it happened a long time ago. But when you are like a victim of something like that, it doesn't matter how long ago it was. It's something that kind of goes with you forever. And now it's being brought up again. And then there's people, in a way, kind of defending Davi and kind of, backtracking on what they said. And when you're a victim of something like that, it hurts. It hurts a lot, and it's already a big deal just to have that kind of out in the public, on such a big platform. So to have people kind of like second guessing you or questioning you and trying to make it seem like you're not telling the full truth just because there's these powerhouse, celebrities, so to speak, saying like, well, I didn't see anything, or, I don't know what the tea was, sis. Like, I wasn't in the room with him.
And one thing that did bring up with that, they were like, "Oh, Davi has something on Jeffree Star," and he goes, "No, it's not that. Nothing about that. Ha ha ha." And I'm like, "Okay, you kind of went out there with all your chest and attacked the man on this live stream because it wasn't an interview." So I was like, "What is it then? What is it then that you've been holding back?"
I also found it weird too because I remember he said in that interview just now that he did with Chris that he if he had seen anything illegal happen, that Davi would be locked up and behind bars, as if he had some major influence at the time or whatever. And that's what's kind of pissing me off, is that now he does have major influence. He is somebody that people will listen to, and he does have money to help these victims maybe pay for legal action against this person. And even if even at the end of the day, if there is some some people who aren't telling the complete truth, he could help get to the truth and get justice for those victims who were hurt by this person. Because especially with sexual assault, when something like this happens to you, it scars you for life. And for a lot of people, it's not just a scar; it's a deep ass wound. That sometimes never heals. It makes it hard for you to trust people. It makes it hard for you to love people and just exist in everyday life. For some of them, they're probably looking over their shoulder every single day. It just disgusts me all the way around. I haven't really touched the topic that much because I am just been dealing with other things. But it's gross. It's so gross to me.
Yeah, me too.
And Jeffree Star, but I've been saying this about him. I think he's just disgusting, and I think that Chris Hansen saw dollar signs in his eyes and was like, "I'm about to bring this powerhouse social media, style influencer onto my channel." and I'm going to benefit from it greatly. I mean, look at the views. At one point, I was in there, and there's 28,000 people in there, you know? And so I think it just was like money and power is all he saw. I don't think either one of them care about the victims.
Yeah, the way that interview, and I say that in quotations, the way that interview went, it really wasn't formulated, especially the questions. They weren't formulated towards it. And as of 7:34 p.m. on Sunday, April 26th, there's 82,000 people that viewed that live or that interview. So yeah, well, I'm living for this decor. Come on, Marshalls.
Don't try it. This is from the dollar store. You tried it.
Oh, I didn't know Marshalls was below the dollar store.
Listen.
Nonetheless.
This is not of mine. But yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I mean,
the whole thing seemed just set up and fake, and it just was, I don't know. And Jeffree can't fucking look at people in their face, to say anything.
One thing I noticed about Jeffree is that he's a very insecure person, and you can automatically tell he's insecure about a lot of things because the body language. So when he's walking away from the jet in one of the videos, he thinks he looks confident, but any gay guy that notices body language can automatically tell you, like, that guy is not confident. The way he's walking maybe like this, but there is something very insecure about that walk. I mean, he's a very insecure person.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do the comments say? I'm offended. I love Marshalls. I love Marshalls too. I love Marshalls, TJ Maxx. I can do some serious damage in there. I buy everything for the house, like for the kitchen and like stuff. Like, I love Marshalls and TJ Maxx.
Oh no, I'll do it on my channel. Never mind.
Do what?
I was gonna say thank you to whoever got me this.
Yeah, I think you should do it on your channel because.
What?
Because they watch your channel, and
I know that's why I said I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't shade towards you. It was just whoever got me this new little phone.
Someone said, "Can we talk about the firing squad comment?" What is the fire? Oh, bullshit ass comment. So, like I stated earlier on this live stream, that Jeffree utilized certain verbiage in order to grab emotions from the end user, and the firing squad comment and the dirty cell, concrete jail cell was to evoke enrage and passion from his subscribers and the people that were viewing the interview. That's what I called acting.
Yeah.
If he felt that passionately about it, as passionate he was last year with James Charles and the bullshit ass lies, he should have been as passionate in front of his subscribers with this same information. When people started bringing it up and people started coming forward, that's complete bullshit that he did not do that. So don't drag little James learning and growing over 17 million people, and then you all of a sudden can't utilize your platform and you want to invoke passion and and enrage on someone else's channel with only 322,000 subscribers.
Go off.
What is the percentage of that? Less than 1% of 17 million or 18 million.
I'm not good at math.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
That pisses me off. That's the number one thing that pisses me off about the situation. You drag someone on lies last year to make money so Tati Westbrook can make money, but you're unwilling to help real victims in a real situation on your platform.
That's what got me blocked.
That's what's pissing me off.
I was tweeting stuff at them about the James Charles thing, and I was livid because I was like, y'all are, first of all, y'all look like y'all are lying. Y'all didn't provide one fucking receipt, not one.
Yeah.
And James did that video where he, clapped back and was like, "No, sis." And his video was full of receipts. I mean, the whole thing was just receipts, and
it was a professional dragging.
Yeah, and I also it just pissed me off because I'm like, you don't make accusations about someone like that without anything, without anything. And then, like, also that boy that was involved, he literally baited James Charles, and like pretended like he was bisexual, and James showed the proof of that.
Yeah.
And that boy even said, that boy made a video, and that boy even kind of said, I messaged, and that boy messaged him first. James didn't even go looking for him.
Yep.
He went looking for James, and he wanted to benefit somehow off of James's celebrity.
Yeah. These are a bunch of clout ass chasing people.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And the ramifications that incident has held over now for almost a year is disgusting, because people are still talking and labeling him that. People are making TikToks in regards to James Charles because of those two people.
I absolutely, I'm reading comments, and Metamorphosis Rocks. I firmly believe that it was projection. I think that is the kind of person that Jeffree Star is. The way he described James Charles, I think that's how he is. Look at his relationship with Nate. I mean, Nate said that he was straight, and then all of a sudden he's with Jeffree. I think Jeffree was projecting.
I'm sorry for 1 second. Projecting. Yeah, that's what people do. He's been projecting a lot of shit. But let's talk about Kitty Cat Grabber.
Who? Oh. What about him?
He's been tweeting bullshit since the interview ended.
Oh. Well,
so Shane Dawson goes, quarantine's great, dog in a wig. And then he goes, current mood is the first Furby ever created, and retweeted that. Sis, now is not the time.
Now is not the time. But
people are dragging your BFF.
I'm a huge fan of Shane Dawson, and I think he's extremely problematic now. Ever since he teamed up with Jeffree Star, I'm just like, you're gross. Like, I just can't back him either.
Jeffree Star is number 4 trending right now.
And that's exactly what he wanted. He wants it to be all about him, and it's not about the actual victims.
So Jeffree Star, iNabber, I love iNabber because I think he's been done wrong a couple of times out in his own community and his country with creators. That's another story. But iNabber goes, Jeffree Star really said on Chris Hansen's interview he thought Davey was a child, and then said after he decided he no longer thought he was, so he worked with him again despite seeing inappropriate things. Does that make sense? He goes, bro, WTF. I agree. Like, he contradicted himself also in that interview. He said, he didn't see anything, but then he tweeted it out, but didn't still work with him. Oh, he said because he believed a 40-year-old woman.
He said he saw inappropriate things happen. Mm-hmm. He said he didn't see illegal things happen, but he saw inappropriate things happen. But that's my point with Jeffree, is that he thought he was going to get successful off of these people. He thought these people were going to help him rise in the music industry, even though themselves were not
rising. According to him in this interview, they weren't. They were clouding off of him and his name.
Oh my! Do I look like Trade right now, though? Do I look cute right now?
No. I'm reading off tweets. Look at this one. This one was very interesting. Jeffree Star is a master at manipulating conversations and using linguistic tricks. This is all BS. This is horrible. F this dude. And I made that comment just not too long ago about how he used certain verbiage to invoke and enrage people to making him believe that he is trying to help. Oh, this one goes, the only thing that was true about the interview was Jeffree Star admitted that back then it was normal to bring up minors for adults to grind on them. So that proves to me that he is okay with this type of action. Jeffree Star is over party. So there's currently bye Vanessa. There's currently a hashtag on Twitter going, Jeffree Star is over party. So it looks like a lot of people are not with it. A lot of people are not with it. Twitter is being enraged right now. So we know how SJWs and social media wars and cancellations go. But the only way we could add value to victims is if Jeffree really spoke out here and utilized his platform. And a lot of creators are dropping videos tonight. A lot.
Are they on this?
A lot. We got Joe. Everyone, please go subscribe, of course, to Shelby. Jeff Coat, but as well as Joelle Pussy on
it's
Instagram.
Joella Puss.
If you need the spelling, it will be linked down below already. You just copy and paste Joelle Pussy into the into the YouTube search engine, and her channel will populate. She's a great creator, very, 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 very creative, and it's such a sweetheart. And
I
she supplies me with my music for my intros and for my content.
That's where it came from.
Yes.
Because she does a lot of Drag Race Girls music.
Yes, and also cheerleading music. She produces a lot of competitive cheerleading music in the industry. Huh?
Is she in here?
I think she was in here earlier. I'm not sure. I think I saw her, but I was like getting ready and so forth.
I need a new intro song for my new direction, so I was gonna.
I asked her for a couple of music clips to buy for something else in the project that I'm doing, and she's been really, really busy. So I'm in line first. Okay.
Well, we'll see. We'll see who has more coin. Since.
Here goes this tweet. I'm loving that. I'm glad that I think reading tweets right now is very, 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 very smart to do because it's showing like other people's perception of the conversation, which I agree with. Morgan on Twitter, going under Morgan_BT02, stated 2 hours ago, only Jeffree could go on Have a Seat with Chris Hansen to talk about an actual and flip it into talking about how much money he gives people and how he's such a good person. It makes me sick to my stomach that this was obviously just to clear his name and not about helping. And this is what I've been screaming about since I started this live, that this interview was not about helping anybody. It was a PR. It was a public relations performance on both ends.
You're correct about that.
Someone that follows me, see more than what is said, and on Dina DeMello, one of my followers on Twitter, is also speaking out about this and tagging a couple of interviews and other channels as well on there, so please check her out. Someone says, can we finally please cancel Jeffree Star, please? Like, he's complicit in blank too, and knew one of his friends was a P, like for years and did nothing. He's also a racist, and like, what does it take to cancel this man? I don't think canceling is a solution, but I think not showing support in regards to someone not having morals is a solution on that one. Just like that company, Cup of Tea, attempted to cancel Nick Snyder and Petty Page on sponsoring them with brand deals for the Cup of Tea brand because they produced content on OnlyFans, which I think that was crappy of them to do. And that blew up, or that was announced yesterday evening, and Petty Page discussed that as well. Yes, Skip, Joella Puss is also doing a video. He'll be uploading his rant on his perspectives later on this evening, according to his Twitter. So I want to see other people's reactions on this.
Mom, what are you doing over there? Chanel said she wants her Auntie Vice to come visit her, and you have to bring her a present, she said.
Well, I gotta lose 20 pounds to fit in the airplane seat first, because she's fat right now. Quarantine weight.
I have to pack a bag. I can't. I actually have been in Houston. I didn't tell you this, but I have been in Houston, and I need to. I have to go back tonight, and I need to pack a bag. So, and I'm gonna go live later. So maybe you'll come there.
Well, I don't know. That's like a 2-hour drive, and I'm gonna be relaxing.
No, I'm gonna be live in the car full. Y'all know y'all love a good field trip.
I can't believe you're able to go live. My phone overheats.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get something to eat, and y'all know y'all love going to get food with me.
Oh, we love a good McDonald's run.
Hi, this is Karen. Can I speak to the manager, please?
Oh, that was
Thank
you had
so
such a Karen moment. I saw a tweet that I wanted to mention on here. Oh, and another creator, the creator that's been really bringing a lot of attention to this. Her name is SM_Creep on Twitter, and I believe she goes by the same name on the YouTubes. She says, "Big ups to Chris Hansen and Jeffree for shading me during their terrible live stream and also lying the entire time. Good job. Hashtag Hansen x Jeffree." Yeah, they did shade her a little bit because they're like, "Oh, some smaller creators," you know. I think that was deplorable what they did.
Yeah, I think everything that man does is gross. I don't like him at all.
Well, let's see what the comments say on the video. Metaphor Rocks goes, and I was a fan of Jeffree, and I've been completely turned off by all this.
I was like, metaphor.
Yeah. And I agree. I think this is the last straw for a lot of people. My last straw was James Charles being dragged for no reason. That was my last straw.
Yeah.
I digress goes, my notifications are blowing up. People are pissed. People are mad. People are mad. It's just the interview wasn't an interview. It was have a conversation with Hansen, not an investigative reporting at all.
That's exactly what it was. It was a conversation. I think somebody said this in your comments earlier. It was not an interview. It was a conversation, and it almost sounded like they were friends or something.
Yeah, like they had tea and crumpets earlier.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Well,
I will say, Chris Hansen looked daddy as fuck in that interview. I'll say that.
I don't care how he looks. He does a horrible job. For someone that has reputable awards and resume, he does a horrible job investigating. So he should really stop saying he's investigating. He should really stop saying it's investigations. It should be labeled. Have a seat with Chris Hansen and let's kiki. Let's kiki, girl.
I got a reusable cup with the reusable straw from Bretman Rock's merch. You guys should go check it out. I love Bretman Rock. He's one of my favorite creators ever.
Oh, Bretman is amazing. I like him too.
He's amazing. I love him. It's so weird to me because he still only has which is a lot, but he only has 3 million subscribers on.
Well, you and I had this conversation earlier on how drama encompasses subscribers because it's free promotion to you. People live for the drama, and Jeffree has been in a lot of drama.
Chanel, I'll be back, okay?
You know, Jeffree has been in a lot of drama, which has supported his subscriber base. I don't care how many subscribers I lose or gain. I'm not doing drama just to do drama or be controversial to get subscribers and money.
Most random. What happened? What did I do?
I'm sorry?
There's a subscriber said the F, Shelby. I don't know what I did.
Oh, maybe you're making all that noise, that ice.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about that, and I had my phone right next to it.
Yeah, Nessa, I agree. It definitely was rehearsed.
Who?
Nessa. She said Nessa stated
Messy
it definitely
Nessie
seemed like. Yeah, Nessa said it definitely seemed like they rehearsed what was going to be talked about. Of course they do. It's very corporate America. It was a very corporate America conversation. They had some points that wanted to be made, and that's what happened. Thank you, Sensational Cinema. I appreciate it. Yeah, Shelby and I try to have fun in our lives, but today is, a little bit of a serious topic. See you later, Rocks. You were saying something.
Oh, I was just gonna follow up with that person who said you guys have good energy for lives or whatever.
Human SM Creep Show just tweeted out again. She's been going at it for 2 hours now.
Oof. This quarantina has just not been good for my My hair.
Yeah, me too. I had to do a treatment earlier. I had to do an apple cider vinegar treatment. It was interesting because I cut my own hair. I cut my own hair again today. As you can see, all the razor bumps on the side. They should be gone hopefully by tomorrow. Dustin Daly just tweeted. He's like, "Ooh, girl, the girls are scraping," meaning like, "Oh, a lot of people are making videos on this," and they should. It should.
Well, he should be making a video on it, but
well, Rich Lux clickbaited everybody with the video. After 13 minutes after Chris Hansen ended his live stream, he posted a video in regards to like titling it. It was clickbait. It was basically he edited a video and put in a Snapchat of Jeffree discussing that he was going to be on a video on a live stream later on with Chris Hansen.
I mean,
and didn't say anything about it. So I'm really curious what Rich Lux has to say about it. I hope he speaks a little bit as much as possible he can to it.
No, he's not going to say anything.
Well, they are friends, though. You know, they are friends.
He's more worried about Nate than he is this situation.
Oh, that Nate situation on social media that happened?
There's nothing about it.
There's nothing about it.
Leave him alone. Shit.
Like, okay, yes, the hoodie was the hoodie was ugly. Yes, it was the website was not done correctly. Clearly, he has someone that was helping him that doesn't know what they're doing. It's not an easy task to launch an e-commerce website. I have done 4 of them before. I'm working on my 5th one right now. It's very difficult to do it properly.
She's a businesswoman. I love that.
I am a business girl.
I know. Paying my bills for sure.
And you know, and to attack someone for trying to make their own money, and you know, he's clearly working out in the boondocks with his little mud boots and his little rain boots. He's clearly trying to make a living for himself back out in Michigan, I believe. So
you don't think he got anything in that separation?
If he did, it wasn't a lot.
You don't think?
You know, I don't know. I mean, I know that his parents live in a house that is paid by Jeffree Star.
I know that he had his names on some of those businesses.
Well, I know they think they had like a marijuana investment business and like that. So,
which is like a multi-billion-dollar business.
Oh yeah, the CBD, THC businesses is a very forward industry, meaning that it's going to earn a lot of money, a lot of money.
Yeah.
They're starting to open up here in New York City. Last year, was it last year? Yeah, it was last fall. I helped a big dispenser open up in Times Square. So if you see a 420 or a CBD company in Times Square, I helped that owner with his finances and establish the business in New York City. He's a really, really nice guy. He's very humble.
Yeah. Shout out to the Roller fam. I see they're here. So, hey Skip, yes. Hey You Live, hey Nessus.
Yes, so thank you guys for joining the live as well. The cross collaboration is beautiful. I love it. Make sure you please subscribe and like if you haven't, Roller fam, and anyone else. We will be doing lighthearted videos as well on this channel because I can't do but so much deep stuff. It is really draining, guys. It's really, really draining.
Yeah. We talked about this earlier that we both kind of want to move in a
discuss the topics that need to be discussed that are important to help people out and give them a voice as well. But also, you know, kind of like have fun and laugh together and you know, just enjoy life. You know, I don't know how some channels have always reported on the drama year after year and not gotten tired of it. Big ups to them, round of applause to them, because it's very hard for me to do that. It affects you emotionally hearing all of these things, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's just always something, you know? There's always something, and it's too much. So definitely, I think we should do something together. You know, like maybe once a week or something, once every 2 weeks, like a little. We talked about it, but every time we talk about it, we end up getting busy.
Well, we just gotta set a set schedule and make sure that you're not taking naps or falling asleep.
Oh. No.
I'm a very structured person. If you say 9:00 p.m., I'm available at 8:45. I'm ready to go.
Okay, but also
system.
you like to text me the
I gotta
day
test
of.
the system. I gotta test the
No,
system.
ma'am.
The audio is working. I'm a very organized,
No,
very
ma'am.
structured homosexual.
No, ma'am. Listen here, Queen.
Someone said I love Jeffree. Well, everybody, you have the right to love him. We're just very disappointed in him. I don't want to cancel nobody, but
Well,
as a
this is your
gay man,
channel,
I'm
so.
very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. As a gay man, I'm very disappointed, and as a gay man, I can no longer
Fuck being a gay man. As a human being, I'm
hope to like
disappointed.
him
How
or hope to support
disgusting.
him. I just can't. I really want
It has
to.
nothing to do with whether or not he's gay or not. I don't claim him to begin with. He can go somewhere else. Oh, God. Am I getting kicked off your channel now?
No, you're fine. I appreciate everybody's opinions. I appreciate everybody's perspective.
Sheldon gets booted from Vice Versa's channel. Remember the first time I did that and you flipped?
I lost it. I lost it. I had to go on commercial break. I was like, commercial break, guys.
Yeah. Listen, it's all in good fun.
Yeah, of course. Because sometimes you got to have fun. This deep stuff is a lot. It just pains me to see people hurting out there,
Yeah.
and people with bigger platforms.
Well, and I think it
with
makes
money,
it
not
even
doing
more
it.
sad that those people are out there hurting and they don't have a voice. Like they
Yeah.
don't have anybody who's really kind of behind them, you know?
Yeah.
Like saying, I mean, I know it's especially when there's an ongoing kind of like case or investigation, because they did reopen investigations against him, correct?
Against Davi, yeah,
Yes.
they're not reopened yet. They're in the process of being opened.
Right. So I know, they can't really say a whole lot, and when you're a victim, sometimes you don't want to, but it just seems like there's nobody.
The situation reminds me. It reminds me of a situation I was in a couple of years ago, where you remember what's his name? I forgot his name. I think it's Manafort. Was like Trump's campaign manager, right? So I was. What was I doing? Hold on, I got to make sure I don't get too much information. I was working for a bank, and I was an executive for the bank covering the entire bank, for the entire country, and in these two departments. And Manafort wanted to refer me to Russian people to bring money over from Russia in the hundreds of millions, I don't know, like $80 million. And I thank God I did not get into the pain, the harassment, and the judgment in corporate America, because if I were to accept those $80 million as a referral from Manafort to do business with those people, I would have been in court for about a year and a half. I would have been classed with legal documents, and sometimes your gut tells you to do the right thing, the right thing. Be smart about it. Because at the end of the day, if you do the right thing, karma's going to put your ass in the
T.
it's very important.
Do you mind doing that face for the subs?
What face? I'll do it on your channel so we can cross.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit! I just wasn't sure if we could throw that in here. Yeah, but
to be announced. Vice versa, your voice is hard to hear. Maybe I was speaking too loud.
Yeah, it's hard to hear on my end too.
All right, let me see if I can fix that. All right, I just resetted it. How is it now?
I can hear you better.
Okay, yeah, I think I gotta talk lower because of the echo in this room. How low budget, low rent of me?
Well, living on the Upper East Side, you would think they could get some good walls in there.
No, honey, everything is built for looks.
Well, you couldn't call maybe Blair Waldorf or Serena Vanderwoodson and go over to there.
Well, I was actually going to try to contact Blair White in Canada or wherever she's at now.
I feel like all the problematic people are from Canada.
Was she not trying to protect Jeffree Star in the situation a couple weeks back? Also, with her problematic ass.
She has me blocked too. God, I'm blocked by so many. She does. I'm blocked by so many people.
Oh
Everybody hates me. No, not everybody, right?
well, Jamie Austin.
Shout out. Hey, Jamie Austin. I'm sure you're hate watching. How are ya?
Well, hopefully he
Hope
gets.
you're having a lovely Sunday today. Don't worry, I'll be back on Twitter soon enough. I know you're bored talking to yourself through all your fake stock accounts, but I'll be back, sis. Don't worry. Okay, and I'm done. That's it. That's all y'all are getting from me.
Someone just posted a picture of a bug in the chat. I don't know if it's crickets. I think those are crickets. We gotta have some kind of fun. Well, all right, I'm gonna end this live. I am tired. I'm standing up.
You're standing up.
Yeah, I couldn't sit down with this video. I would be too fidgety. I would be so fidgety. I stood up.
Oh, that's really
I have like an ottoman on top of my head, and I still have on top of the ottoman.
I'll see if my production team can send you a chair to sit in.
Oh, that would be very nice. You know, since it's going to be a lap of luxury with an open floor plan.
Yeah, I'll ask yeah. We saved on chairs because I do all my lives from my car now. So I'll see if we have any room in the budget for a chair for you.
Yes, well, I don't accept chairs that are under $500 because anything under $500, Gluteus Maximus is unable to enjoy.
Well, if you would stop letting people raw dog you from behind.
Maybe I'll contact Jeffree Star from my bot account and see if he can send me $5,000. And I would donate that to the victims. And then make a video on it.
Well, speaking of that real quick though, I did have a friend who is a actually really good friend of mine. And with all this stuff that's been going on just with the world, she hasn't been able to work. She's a female impersonator. And she was saying that he sent her $100 on Cash App. Like she entered his little thing, and she said, "I don't like him, but he sent me $100."
Well, at least it went to a great cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
All right. Well, it was.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Nice.
It's been great. It's been great. More feelings towards
I'm
Jeffree.
so happy that I could weasel my way into one of your lives.
A lot of super chats.
I was tired of sending super chats, so I said, "Let me FaceTime her." I know she's not using her phone.
No, I wasn't. Oh, Real T is here. Hey, Real T.
Surprised you answered.
Oh, I was like, should I answer? Should I answer? This fool is really FaceTime me on a live.
Yeah.
But now I know. Wait a minute. Now I know there's a button down here, and it says the button says invite with a plus sign. And for some reason, I was glancing over it.
Yeah, I was about to say we've already went live on your channel before.
Well, I'm old. Not as old as some other creators, but
she is.
All right, guys. Good night.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Let's end this live because it's done its purpose, and I hear that the football is coming up through again. Thanks you guys for joining us. Make sure to please like and subscribe to the video. We'll be back with you guys sometime soon with much more lighthearted content. Make sure you subscribe to Joella Plus, DC Media Girl, as well as Jeff.
I'm going live right now.
Oh, okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye, Shelby. Goodbye. Kick from studio.
Bye, Roller fam.
All right. We got rid of Shelby. That being said, thanks, guys, for tuning in so long. We had a great turnout. And if need be, will keep voicing our opinions and keep providing voices for the victims on this channel as much as possible through live streams, because I do not foresee myself editing a video on it. And we'll organize notes about that, and we'll try to have some guest speakers that come in and join me so that we can have more perspectives on this situation to really help out the victims that have not been helped out with this Chris Hansen investigation, which is not an investigation. It is a publicity stunt, in my opinion. Opinions are not facts, but that is my opinion. Anyways, thanks guys for tuning in. Thank you for your support. I will keep this live up because I believe it is an important live. Given that I'm utilizing a third-party platform, it may not show up my channel for a couple of hours, but I'll try to leave the laptop on this time. Anyways, guys, please keep fighting the good fight, and please support people that don't have a voice, no matter how hard it is and how unpopular it is. Make sure you support people that don't have a voice and give voice to those that need it the most, all right? Anyways, love and peace, as always, vice versa out.